Hey guys, today we are going to learn how to configure Sonicwall TZ series firewall part 1. So let's get started. So we do it like the pros. Set my color scheme to 0A and we start by continuously pinging the default IP address of the Sonicwall TZ500 firewall, which is 192.168.168.168. So as you can see, it is a destination net unreachable at the moment. So press Windows R, run command, type ncpa.cpl. It will open network connections. You can right click on Ethernet, click properties. At the center, click on Internet Protocol version 4. Use the following IP address and enter 192.168.168.111. You can enter anything between 2 to 254, except for 168. And we go back to the continuous ping, and as you can see, it has started replying now. My Ethernet cable is connected to the Sonicwall on the X0 port, which is the LAN port by default on the Sonicwall TZ500. The next thing is open your browser, access the link. It will take you to the Sonicwall login screen. The default username is admin and the password is password, which is written down behind the Sonicwall TZ500 appliance. Usually there's a sticker, so you can just check on that. And that's how the screen looks. So that's the dashboard. So this is how the screen looks for the first time. You can simply click on quick configuration and start with a setup guide. So you can hit next. First thing it is going to ask you is to change the administrator password. Minimum length of the password should be 6. Otherwise, it will throw out an error. So I tried with 5 letters, didn't work out. That's how the error looks like. So what I'm going to do is open Notepad. Keep it admin at merc, making it approximately 10 characters, pasting it, hitting next. Second thing is selecting the correct time zone. I live in India, so I'm going to select India, hit next. So I'll be configuring a lease line, and not a modem. So I will choose no. I will not use the modem at this time. Hit next. So my internet service provider has given me a static IP address. So I will choose the first option, router based connections. You can choose any of the options depending upon your internet service provider settings. So I am doing this on a real-time scenario where I'm connected to my router over Wi-Fi and connected to the Sonicwall TZ500 over LAN, over wired LAN. And the IP address of my existing router is 10.175.70.3. So I'll put that on continuous ping, As you can see, I'm able to get replies because I'm connected to the existing router over Wi-Fi. My goal here in this video is to install and configure Sonicwall TZ500 with the same IP address as my existing router, which is 10.G3. So this is like an upgrade to my router or my gateway. So I'm trying to check for the IP addresses. Okay, so I have two internet service providers, and I will start with my primary internet service provider and going to copy the IP address, copy the subnet mask and the gateway. It is usually preferred to use the DNS given by your service provider, but here in this case I'm just using the public DNS, which is absolutely fine. So after you do that, you can hit next, configure the LAN side of the IP address. So I want to make it 10.175.73. So this is taking over 10.G3 as my router or my gateway to the internet. And I'll assign the ports. So my initial port assignment for Sonicwall is going to be default WAN LAN switch. So I have one LAN by default as X0 and then X1 as WAN by default, and the other one's unassigned. So LAN and WAN. You can check the summary and apply. So that's it. Setup guide complete. Now what you have to do is basically unplug all the cables from 10.G3, which is your existing router, and plug it into the Sonicwall TZ500. X0 having the LAN side of it, X1 as the primary internet service provider, and I'm going to come back. I've done that just now, so I'm going to come back to my screen, try to access 10.175.73. I'll check my ping. So I'm not able to ping the old IP as well as the new IP now. So I think I'll have to remove the static IP address that I had entered into the Ethernet port. So go to properties again, internet protocol version TCP IPv4, obtain IP address automatically, obtain DNS automatically, click OK, close. You can give it some time, try checking status, and it's picking up the junk IP, so I'll give it a restart, disable, enable. So one thing I noticed is that when you're configuring Sonicwall TZ500 or any TZ series firewall, the DHCP server is not enabled by default. So what you got to do is you have to configure your LAN IP address again, and open TCP IPv4 again. Set the IP address in your range, which is going to be 10.175.70. I'll maybe keep it 2. Set the subnet mask. Set the gateway as 70.3. Put the public DNS. Click OK. Yes, click OK one more time. You can keep an eye on the continuous ping meanwhile. You can that was my antivirus giving a pop-up, so I gave it a allow, and as you can see we have started getting replies from 10.75.70.3. So this is just a pop-up page given by my antivirus. You might not get it in yours in your case. So what you can do is the username remains AADMIN. The password is the one which we set during the quick configuration setup guide. One moment. And that's your first pop-up screen. After you enter the correct username password, you can go ahead, and that's how your monitor dashboard looks like. So the product is not registered at the moment, and this is how the screen looks like. The first thing you'll have to do is activate your license. You can do it by clicking on licenses on the left and then going to mysonicwall.com. But we'll do that later. That's all for now. Stay tuned in to my next video, part 2, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.